Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome to your May 2026 pick a card reading. Hope you're all doing really well and looking forward to an exciting month ahead. Alright, so let's get one card for each of the piles. Just get one more. Okay. Right, pile 1, you have Spring Equinox, card 39. Spring showers wash over you, revealing a decision awaiting its flowers. Okay, pile 2, Painted Eggs, card 27. In the pursuit of your truth, you must master your own craft. And pile 3, you have Robin, card 33. Spring into the presence of stillness, for there is much to rejoice in there. Okay, so these are the 3 cards. And I want to get some witches runes. Okay, so pile 1, you have male or man. Pile 2, you have the sun. And pile 3, you have harvest. Alright, so these are the 3 piles for May 2026. Take as long as you need to decide which one you feel most drawn to, and of course you can watch more than one reading. I'll leave the camera running for a very short while and then I'll see you in your readings. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose Spring Equinox, card 39, and we had the Spring Equinox in the Northern Hemisphere around about 3 weeks ago now, and it says spring showers wash over you, revealing a decision awaiting its flowers. And what this card is about, it's about equilibrium, really. It's about finding balance, and it's kind of pointing to 2 pathways or needing to make a decision between 2 things. Now, the good thing is it doesn't mean choosing one and giving up on the other. It means focusing more on one now and then picking the other one up perhaps at a later time. And what's interesting about that is you have also got the man rune. And this is a rune of action. It's a rune of pursuing goals and focusing and just getting things done. So I feel that's your energy around May. Getting things done, focusing on something that maybe you had thought about a few weeks ago. Right, we are going to get a few more oracles. We're going to get one from this deck. And we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Okay, let's get one of these. You have Earth, stay grounded, and one of these. You have lighten your load. Interesting. perhaps you are going to need to put something down in order to focus on maybe a priority of some sort. Right, I've just realised you can't see the rune there. So let's bring that over. That's better. Now, this load that you're lightening could be anything. Maybe you've got to choose between your work commitments and your family, or decorating your home and your social life. For some of you, it could be the juggling of 2 different projects you may have, or deciding between your fitness regime and Netflix. I don't know. It's going to be completely different for everybody, but it feels as if it's something you really want to or need to crack on with. And in order for you to really get going with that, you're going to have to give it your full focus. Now, with the Lighten Your Load card as well, it feels as if you've been quite overburdened. There's been a lot going on, and this card is actually advising you to put those things down, things that aren't serving you, things that drain you rather than replenish you. Now, I realise that's not always easy to do that because we have responsibilities and commitments, but this is the advice you have for May. And what's really nice is that you've got the end of a tough cycle approaches as well. So I feel that it is possible. In fact, it feels necessary, but also possible. And you've got Earth as well. And I think that's going to give you the ability to stay calm, stay collected, not overthink, not worry, and just focus really on what's important for you. But we are going to get some tarot for pile 1. All right, so we have the Page of Cups. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Strength card. And we have the 4 of Cups. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor and the Man rune is very, very similar. Very similar energy. You're really hyper-focused in May. It does feel, with this Page of Cups here, that you've had a bit of an insight, that there's almost been a new perspective, and I do feel it could have happened around the spring equinox. You decided that perhaps you had been focusing far too much on, let's say, for example, your career, or maybe there was a lot of burdens and responsibilities on you in your career, and you've now decided that there's other things that are equally important or more important for you at the moment. And this Emperor is like you taking charge of your life, disciplining yourself somehow. Now, for others of you, you may be deciding to focus more on your career, because there's a sense here of your stability, your future, abundance, your legacy being very, very important. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles being here is actually a very, very good card. But it feels as if you realise you can't do all of it all at once. And I feel you're probably somebody that does want to do all of it all at once. But I think what these cards are telling me is that's burning you out. And it looks as if it's going to take all your strength and your will and your determination to push all of those other things to the side so you can really focus on this one thing that's going to enable you to achieve your 10 of Pentacles. Whether that's 10 of Pentacles financially, whether that's 10 of Pentacles with your family, whatever it is that's really standing out as the most important thing for you, you are going to take charge and take control of your life and focus on that one thing. Because there is a feeling that there is opportunity around you with this Page of Cups and the Four of Cups. I feel like there's potentially a creative venture in the future for you. But I think if you're so bogged down by all the other things that you've got to deal with, you might miss that opportunity. Because this Four of Cups is giving me the vibes of all work and no play. And there needs to be something new and exciting and creative in your life to lighten things up. Right, let's get you some clarifiers then, pile one. And I truly feel that there is no stopping you this month. So, for the Page of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So there's a new abundant beginning connected to something creative here. A planting of a seed. And that seed literally may have happened about 3 weeks ago. Roundabouts. And it's interesting because this says spring showers wash over you, revealing a decision awaiting its flowers. And it's almost like the Ace of Pentacles is the idea. It's the initial thought. And now you need to nurture that. And it really does have a lot of potential. Right, let's get some more cards. So a card for the 10 of Pentacles for pile one for May 2026. And you have Maiden of Wands. Okay. So this is the Page of Wands. This can be good news coming in and, something exciting being ignited in you, because this feels like your passion is being rekindled. It's as if that's what's been lacking. It's all been, like I said, all work and no play. Some of you could be planning a new, exciting retirement. There's definitely a putting down of things that don't serve you and a beautiful new beginning coming in. And for others, you could even have an idea for a business or a new career of some sort. Okay, let's get a card for the Strength card then, for pile one, for May 2026. And there's quite a lot of pentacles here as well, isn't there? Lots of earth energy. Lots of abundance. Okay. Okay, we've got two. This is your decision here. I'm going to put that there. Knight of Swords. So this could be communication coming in, and it's going to come in quite quickly. So maybe that's why you need to stay quite grounded, because it does feel like the energy is quite exciting with your passion returning, creative ideas, potential abundance here. And now with the Knight of Swords, which is a very fast moving energy coming in, you're really going to have to take lots of deep breaths and make sure you make good solid decisions. But there's definitely like 2 pathways opening up, or there's 2 things that you would like to focus on, but you're going to have to, for now, choose one. Okay, let's get you one last card, pile 1. Oh, this is a really good reading. If you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling exhausted, fed up, things really are changing. Okay, and you have the Devil. Okay, right, on the bottom of the deck, you have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so the Devil is about releasing your fears, releasing what holds you back. And what is good as well, this 5 of Wands coming out, this is representing challenges, obstacles, everyday happenings. And I just feel you lightening your load, releasing yourself of overworking or behaviour patterns that restrict you or hold you back or keep you trapped. By doing that, I think you're going to be able to deal with these challenges in a much more balanced way. I'm so pleased that you've got the end of a tough cycle approaches, because it really does look as if things had really been weighing you down, and small and everyday irritations, if you like, had probably been blown up into unrealistic stress for you. And this 2 of Swords actually came out with the Knight of Swords, and I think the next cycle in your life is bringing excitement, opportunity, passion, creative fulfillment, and it's bringing in opportunities. And with those opportunities, decisions will need to be made. And where you've put down some of the more restricting parts of your life, I think you are going to be able to make decisions much more decisively and clearly than you had previously. I love this reading. Whatever's gone before and however difficult it has been, this really is a fresh, new energy and a new perspective, and you're going to feel really, really good. And just to finish off your reading, I want to get a couple of these, a couple of the Making Magic cards. Okay, you have Earth. My goodness me. Ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. Wow. You know, although you're putting some things down, and I think it's necessary for you to do that for your well-being and for you to bring this new thing in. I think this new thing is going to be very, very exciting. there's going to be a lot going on, and you really are going to need to ground yourself, perhaps do meditation, go out for walks, just to, really make sure that you make decisions and take your next steps from the right place. Okay. One more then, please. And there it is. And you have protection. Strong protective magic for the family and the home. Oh, wow. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles here. That represents stability, security, family. And this protection card is telling you that your family and your home and your legacy is protected. So whatever decisions you make, if they're going to affect potentially the security of your family, you're being protected. What a super reading, pile one. I really would love to know how this resonates for you, how it pans out for you in the future, because your life is about to take a real turn for the better. Pile one, please take care, and I'll see you soon. Hi, Pile two, welcome to your reading. So, May looks to be spectacular for you already. I mean, you've got the sun rune. This is happiness, joy, good health, abundance, whatever it is that makes you happy. It's coming in May. And this painted eggs card, number 27, in the pursuit of your truth, you must master your own craft. And whatever your truth is, whatever it is that you want in life, whatever you want to create, you are being told to create it. And it looks as if everything's going to fall into place. It's as if the path is going to be lit up for you. All you have to do is go out there and pursue it and create it. I mean, what a beautiful start to a reading. Now, we are going to get a few more oracles and, of course, some tarot. So, let's get one of these Moonology cards. You have look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Very optimistic energy. Oh, we got 3. Okay. Right. You have ascendant. Take things at face value. Void of course moon. Ask again later. And retrograde. Reflect, refine, redo. Some of you may be picking up something that you had put down. Having another go. Ask again later, yeah. All right, one last card. That one, thank you. Love. Funnily enough, the painted eggs card can be about new love coming in as well. All right then. But this can be about self-love as well. And it can be about being true to yourself. There is definitely something here about you doing what makes you happy. And why wouldn't you? But for some reason, I feel that you haven't been necessarily doing what makes you feel happy. This is quite an interesting set of cards here. Retrograde and void of course moon are cards that are asking you to take a bit of a break. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily a holiday, but to just pause, really, reflect and think about what you want, how you're going to achieve it, what's worked in the past, what hasn't. And I also feel with this look at the bigger picture and the ascendant, don't overanalyze. Try and keep a bit of a clear perspective on things. I almost feel you're being asked to prepare to do something quite big. You could be revisiting something that you've done before. And if it hasn't worked out, you might be blaming yourself or something else or this or that. And I think you're being asked not to do that. I feel that this could be an area of your life. It could be a creative project. But actually, you could be thinking about all of your life, the whole of your life. What do you want to do next? What we do need to do is get some cards for you, pile 2, and get some clarification. All right, so let's get 4 of these. You have the Hierophant, and I'm going to take this one with it, and the 2 of Swords. Okay, so you're at a bit of a crossroads. You have the Strength card. You have the 2 of Wands. And the 5 of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles. This is definitely about you doing something for yourself, not pleasing others. In fact, you may be in some disagreement with other people, or what you want to do doesn't fit quite with what other people want. But what I do think is you are in a situation where you have the opportunity to create a beautiful new beginning for yourself how you want. Because the Queen of Pentacles is all about taking care of yourself, providing for yourself, looking after your own well-being, securing your own future. And it does feel as if you're going to go from this 2 of Swords, this indecisiveness. You're going to reflect, and then you're going to take steps towards creating and doing and taking action. I feel like you're going to uncomplicate your life. I almost feel here with this Hierophant, this is like a structure, an organisation. I feel like you want to free yourself from that. There's a sense that you want to go and do your own thing. Now, you might want to go travelling, or you might want to leave a job and start your own business. I just feel like you really want to follow your heart. And I really feel that you're being urged to follow your heart. And even this 2 of Swords, this woman has a heart on her necklace. It almost feels as if you want to go and do something that isn't quite the expected. You know, you want to go off the beaten path. And I sort of feel with this look at the bigger picture, you're sensing that there's more to life than doing what everybody else does. And it does actually take courage and strength to go and make a life for yourself. And there is a sense here that you want to leave the noise of the 5 of Swords behind. Now, it could also be a form of conflict you may have with some friends or family, something like that. But it's like I said, I don't think everybody agrees that this is the right thing to do, but that's fine. It's not their life. Yeah, it's as if you want to follow a path that you feel aligned to. But I quite like this in the sense that I think this Queen of Wands is a real sensible energy. It's not like you're going to rush off and make crazy decisions. I think this is something you're really going to think through. And in fact, you may have already started doing that. You know that there's so much more to life. And some of you may have come out of a relationship as well, and that's why you're now in this new cycle where you can start again. A plan comes together, and it's this sun rune, it's lighting the path up ahead for you. Okay, let's get you some clarifiers, pile 2. Right, you have the 9 of Pentacles. Excellent. Again, I mean, I love the 9 of Pentacles. It's a fantastic card. It could be connected to your career. There's certainly an element of freedom here. It's a very independent energy. You're not going to rely on other people. You may well have your own finances. You can support yourself. I mean, you've got the Queen of Pentacles here, but it's definitely an independent energy, and I think that's what's coming through. Making decisions, life choices that suit you. Okay, let's get a card for the Strength card. I was going to take that one. I want that one. The 8 of Swords. Yeah. I mean, the 8 of Swords is a card of feeling trapped, helpless. And that's the energy that you're going to come out of. It's like I said before, it feels as if you know there is more to life than where you are. And it's you finding the strength, the courage, the determination to not be held back by your fears and your worries. You know, because these fears and these worries are actually, for the most part, with the 8 of Swords, they're in your mind. And of course, you've got the Ascendant. Take things at face value. Don't overthink. Don't make a molehill into a mountain. And I think that's exactly what is happening here. You're seeing things for what they really are. Okay, a card for the 2 of Wands, please. We have Justice. I mean, this is your truth. It's clarity. It's you aligning. And on top of the 2 of Wands, it's clear action and movement forward. It's you choosing your new direction. I just really feel you're taking responsibility for your own life. You really are. You're going to feel really clear on this. Okay, we've got 3 cards come out. We've got the King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. And on the bottom of this deck, the King of Pentacles. Wow, okay. Now, I did say, for some of you, this could be a relationship, a new relationship. There could be a past relationship that didn't work out, that had quite a difficult ending. But it feels with this King of Cups here, you have now matured from that. You've grown and you're able to keep those feelings of hurt now under control, and you're ready for the next relationship. And quite honestly, with the King of Pentacles coming out, it could very well be a new relationship coming in the future. But there's a real sense of choosing peace here. This Ten of Swords, it's an indication of a difficult period coming to a close. But equally, this King of Pentacles could represent the ending perhaps of a job or a career as well. But I do feel that financially you're in a stable position. And this King of Cups is actually looking very much like David Beckham. I think what is really, really prominent with your reading, pile 2, is you are choosing self-worth over drama. Whether you're leaving a toxic workplace behind, whether you're leaving a career that drains you behind, whether you're leaving a relationship that didn't work out behind, you have, after a lot of thoughtful reflection and assessment, you have a beautiful new beginning opening up for you. And I do feel it's going to be shown to you step by step almost. It's going to light up with this sun and you're going to be extremely happy. But I do feel that you're ready to do something really quite different now than you have ever done before. You are not going to be held back by fears and worries of the what might happen and what might not happen. It feels like you are ready. Okay, so to see the reading out, I want to get 2 Making Magic cards. Okay, we have Tree of Life, True Wisdom, and Making Good Choices in Life. That is perfect. Wow, that's kind of blown me away. Yeah, you're definitely making good choices. Okay, let's get one more. And you have successful career, a happy working environment, pay rises and promotions. So for those of you that this is career related, again, you are making the right choices, however it resonates. Pile 2, you are making the right choices. And I would absolutely love to hear in the comments how it pans out for you. Please take care and I'll see you soon. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So you have Robin, card 33. Spring into the presence of stillness, for there is much to rejoice in there. And you have the Rune of Harvest. What an amazing combination. Harvest is abundance, it's success, it's achieving what you set out to achieve. And the Robin card is a lovely card. It's a card of family and happiness and being able to spend time with your family and those that mean a lot to you. In fact, it feels very blessed. It feels as if you could even have a new love. And in fact, it can also be security as well. So May looks to be like a really enjoyable time for you. And with the Harvest rune being here as well, it looks as if, there could be new love, there could be a rekindling of love, There could be good fortune coming. Maybe there could be some sort of celebration coming in for you. This Robin card also is asking you to go and see somebody that means a lot to you. And it actually asks you to think about the first person that comes into mind and contact them. Now, I mean, I love the Harvest Rune. It's an indication of something working out really well. I mean, it could be a new home. It could be improvements in your home. Maybe you work from home and your business or what have you is going to take off. It could be so many things. Whatever it is, it's going to be really good. And also, actually, this Robin card can mean an addition to your family. Somebody could be getting married, or there could be a baby on the way. Okay, so, all right, we have surrender to the divine. We have Ceres, reconnect with yourself. And we have financial health. Right, well, that could be the abundance coming in. Now, what's interesting is this financial health can actually mean that you are and have been in a bit of financial difficulty, or, you know, the books haven't been balanced quite as you'd like. And perhaps that's what's changing for you in May. Now, Ceres, reconnect with yourself, is a card that's asking you to switch off from all the stress and all the worry. In fact, this card says to have a social media break as well. But what I'm sensing here is this is going to change, because, like I said, the Robin card talks of a happy family life, abundance, celebrating with friends and family, and you have got the Harvest Rune. And surrender to the divine can literally be wish fulfillment coming in. So let's get you some cards before we say anything else, pile 3. So you have the 8 of Pentacles. You have the Strength card. I think the Strength card has come out in every reading. You have the 5 of Swords. And you have the Ace of Wands. And on the bottom of this deck, you have the 7 of Cups. Really feels like something you've been working on is about to pay off. There's definitely, with this Ace of Wands, a new beginning coming in. And it feels like what were dreams and fantasies can now be a thing of reality. Now, whether this is you working tirelessly to get out of debt, whether it's you working on your own project, on your own business, making sacrifices with your time, with your money, retraining into a new career, whatever it is that you've been putting all this hard work into, it's literally about to pay off. This is the harvest. And I think for some of you, it may have had a toll on your financial health. sometimes we have to make sacrifices. Maybe you had to cut your hours back, and that's why you've been feeling the pinch a bit, so that you could dedicate your time to a business or something else really important that you knew would give you a better future. Because I really feel that's what's happening here. There's definitely been lots of stress and struggles and difficulties, and now I think you're going to be able to step away from that. Maybe your work is to do with something online or social media. I feel that coming through quite strongly, really. I think this is a reading for somebody who has dedicated their time to something for the future, something with great potential, and someone who's made quite a lot of sacrifice. I think there's been lots of battles and disagreements, tricky situations to navigate, and I actually think it's all about to pay off. This is something you've had to really work hard for. And this reconnecting with yourself, because this wand is pointing straight at it. I think May is a time where you're going to be in a position, or you're being encouraged to take a break, step back, and not work as hard, and spend it with your family and your loved ones, and actually just reconnect with yourself and with those that mean a lot to you. Because this Eight of Pentacles could represent somebody who's even got a day job and then comes in the evening and the weekend, and they master this skill, this project. And it could cause conflicts in the home, because other people may think it's all pie in the sky and not actually see the real work that they've been doing. I honestly feel this is going to pay off, especially with this Ace of Wands coming out. This is like a new spectacular idea. It's opportunity, it's growth, and actually it can even be a birth of a child as well. Okay, so I think we need to get some clarification for you, pile 3. Let's get a card then for the 8 of Pentacles. And you've got the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, brilliant. That is fantastic. I mean, look, this to me is financial harvest. I think this Eight of Pentacles is connected to yourself working very, very hard to achieve some sort of financial independence, improving your own financial health. And that could be just managing the family finances in an effective way, or it really could be somebody who's doing a side hustle, working another job, or, even doing something on social media in the hope that it will take off. Okay, so let's get a card for the Strength card. And you've got the Knight of Wands. Beautiful. I think this is really paying off, because you have managed to tame and really direct your energy, your passion, your determination into achieving something really substantial here. Honestly, I do feel any doubters around you are going to be really shocked at what you achieve. Now, sometimes the Knight of Wands can be a card of moving, it can be a card of travel, a new job. There's definitely a real exciting energy of something, a new adventure about to open up. And there's just so much passion and determination here. And so whatever happens, pile 3, you really need to pat yourself on the back, because it's like you've channeled this desire into something really worthwhile. There's definitely new opportunity here and a new beginning. And although there's so much passionate energy, I think you've really taken your time to do this properly. Okay, let's get a card for the 5 of Swords then. And you have the 8 of Swords. Okay, well, the 8 of Swords is a card of fear and worry. And you may have felt stuck for a while. It does feel like there's been some inner conflict. And there's definitely been some self-doubt. And I think if you get that again, you're being encouraged to reconnect with yourself, step away from what it is that you're doing, because I feel you are so determined and passionate about this that you may have put quite a lot of pressure on yourself. Right, let's get you one last card, a card for the Ace of Wands, the beautiful Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups. I think this is the opportunity coming in. And at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you are being asked to take care of yourself. And maybe pace yourself a bit more. I mean, it's so good that you are pursuing this, whether it's your dreams, whether it's a better life for your family, whatever it is that you're putting all this time and energy into, you do need to take care of yourself. I also think that the Queen of Pentacles is representing financial security, the same as the Nine of Pentacles. Your financial difficulties are, of course, if you have any, going to be resolved. And this project, this situation that you've put your soul into is going to pay off. And I feel like there's an invitation, there's an opportunity that is going to come in with this Knight of Cups. But I feel like your energy could feel a bit scattered with this Seven of Cups if you don't step back and take time out. So maybe you just need to do that for a couple of days, because this big idea, this big opportunity, this new beginning is going to come about, I think, when you have a bit of a break from what you're doing. You're so focused that you could be missing out on something. And one of those things you could be missing out on is a new relationship, if that's the situation you're in, if you're single. So pile 3, whatever this is that you're focused on, you must give yourself a break, because I think you can get caught up in the worry of it. And when you do that, the creativity and the passion and the potential here of what you can also achieve is phenomenal. And you must remember to look after yourself as well. Now, I would like to see your reading out with a couple of Making Magic cards. And you have achievement, win the award, accolade or contract. Oh wow, how amazing is that? You definitely have a new beginning, a harvest coming in. Let's get you one more. You also have self-confidence, strong self-belief and a sense of worth. And that is what's going to get you here. When nobody else understood why you were doing it, when nobody saw what you were doing, how hard you were working, or they thought it was a big dream, it's absolutely paying off. Pile 3. You should be so proud of yourself. And I would love to hear how this resonates or how it pans out for you in the future. Please take care and I'll see you soon.